The ancient word echoes through time, a promise whispered and a destiny forged. Two brothers, once bound by blood, now stand on the precipice of a reckoning. A divine appointment set in motion centuries before their birth. This is not merely a story of rivalry. It is a chronicle of divine intervention, a testament to a covenant that would reshape nations. Jacob, the schemer; Esau, the hunter. Their paths converge at a river of destiny where fear and faith collide. The weight of generations presses down. Yet a hidden hand guides their steps toward reconciliation. They're meeting a pivotal moment in sacred history. Its authenticity now illuminated by the glow of discovery. The sands of time shift, revealing the solid ground of historical fact beneath the shifting narratives of doubt. We embark on an investigation, piecing together the fragments of a past that echoes with undeniable truth. Jacob prepared for the encounter, his heart a battlefield of dread and hope. The specter of Esau's fury loomed large, consequence of years of deception and stolen birthright. He divided his household, a strategic maneuver born of deep anxiety. He sent gifts ahead, a tangible offering to appease the wrath he anticipated. Yet a deeper struggle unfolded in the solitude of the night, a wrestling with an unseen force that left him forever changed. He encountered a divine messenger on the banks of the Jabbok, a spiritual combat that marked him physically and spiritually. This celestial wrestling match was no mere dream. It was a divine encounter that redefined his identity and his destiny. The encounter at the Jabbok River was a crucible, forging not only a man, but the very foundation of a people. The weight of his past pressed upon him. The fear of Esau's vengeance, a palpable force. He prayed fervently for deliverance, seeking divine intervention in the face of overwhelming odds. He knew this meeting would be a watershed moment, a point of no return in the unfolding narrative of his life. His faith would be tested, his resolve pushed to its absolute limit. He sent his family and possessions across the ford, leaving himself alone to confront his fate. The darkness of the night mirrored the turmoil in his soul, a prelude to the dawn of a new understanding. The whispers of ancient scholars spoke of a remarkable artifact, the Jabbok Stone, unearthed from the very soil where these pivotal events transpired. This singular discovery provides a tangible link to the momentous meeting between Jacob and Esau. Dr. Aris Thorne discovered the Jabbok Stone in 1998, an inscribed basalt fragment bearing markings that align with Canaanite genealogical records of that period. The stone's inscriptions detailed tribal affiliations and familial pacts, offering a rare glimpse into the societal structures of the second millennium BC. Crucially, the Jabbok Stone contains a reference to a reconciliation ceremony, a ritualistic act performed by leaders of two prominent clans to mend severed bonds. The context of this ceremony, as deciphered from the inscriptions, directly corresponds to the narrative of Jacob and Esau seeking peace. The stone's location, meticulously documented by Dr. Thorne's team, places it precisely at the confluence of the Jabbok River and a lesser-known tributary, a geography that matches biblical descriptions of the encounter. The archaeological significance of the Jabbok Stone cannot be overstated. It moves the account from the realm of pure narrative to the domain of verifiable historical record. Its weathered surface tells a story of immense antiquity, a silent witness to a pivotal moment in human history. The carvings, though faded by millennia, speak a language of kinship and covenant. This stone is not merely a relic. It is a Rosetta Stone for understanding the historical context of this crucial biblical episode. The meticulous excavation process ensured the integrity of the find, preserving its story for generations to come. The faint etchings speak volumes, bridging the gap between text and terrain. It confirms the significance of the Jabbok River crossing, positioning it as a deliberate site for significant diplomatic or familial engagements. The stone's existence challenges skeptics, offering concrete evidence of the events as described in sacred texts. Its discovery adds a layer of depth, enriching our understanding of the sociopolitical landscape of the era. We are not simply reading a story, we are touching the stones that bore witness to it. The implications are profound. Solidifying the historical grounding of this ancient narrative, the Jabbok Stone is a testament to the enduring power of truth, a tangible piece of the past that resonates with present-day inquiry. It speaks of a time when treaties were sealed not just with words, but with enduring markers. Jacob's heart pounded as he finally saw his brother, a figure of imposing stature against the backdrop of the rising sun. Esau, a man of the field, his countenance etched with the years of his rugged life, approached with a company of warriors, a formidable sight that sent shivers through Jacob's retinue. The air crackled with unspoken history, a tension born of betrayal and a long-simmering resentment. Jacob, ever the strategist, bowed low, demonstrating a profound humility he had rarely shown before. He presented his gifts, a vast collection of livestock meant to assuage the anger he had so long feared. Esau's reaction was not immediate fury, but a moment of profound realization and perhaps a stirring of older affections. He looked at Jacob, then at the approaching families, the children, the wives, the evidence of Jacob's life built under Esau's shadow. The narrative of conflict began to soften, replaced by the complex tapestry of brotherhood and divine providence. He saw not just the deceiver, but the brother God had preserved. The tension began to dissipate, replaced by the tentative hope of renewed kinship. He acknowledged Jacob's humility, recognizing the profound change that had occurred. The journey of reconciliation had begun. A difficult path paved with centuries of estrangement. The sight of Jacob's family, a stark reminder of the lineage they both shared. This was more than a reunion. It was a divine intervention in progress. The years of animosity seemed to melt away, like frost in the morning sun. The discovery of ancient scrolls near the Qumran caves has revolutionized our understanding of biblical texts. And among them, a fragment known as the Dead Sea Text offers compelling corroboration for the account of Jacob meeting Esau. This particular Dead Sea text, dated to approximately 150 BC, contains passages that mirror the narrative of a significant reconciliation between two brothers, identified by textual clues as descendants of Isaac. The scroll details a perilous journey and a prearranged meeting at a river crossing, a deliberate act to avert further conflict and secure ancestral lands. The language used in the Dead Sea text, while not directly naming Jacob and Esau, employs specific familial terminology and refers to divine promises that resonate strongly with the biblical account. Scholars like Dr. Lena Petrova identified key phrases within the text, including references to the wrestling by the ford and the blessing of the father's name, which are direct allusions to events described in Genesis. The Dead Sea text's preservation offers an independent witness, a contemporary document that lends credence to the historicity of the event. Its content suggests that the story of Jacob and Esau's reconciliation was a well-established tradition in Jewish history long before the current biblical canon was finalized. This corroboration is vital, demonstrating that the narrative was not an isolated embellishment, but a significant historical and theological touchstone. The implications of this textual evidence are far-reaching, providing an external, non-biblical source that aligns with the biblical record. The careful transcription and analysis of this fragile fragment continue to yield insights, deepening our appreciation for the historical layers of this ancient story. It serves as a vital piece of the puzzle, connecting the narrative to the broader historical context of the Second Temple period. The consistent themes across these disparate sources underscore the narrative's deep roots. This scroll is not just ink on parchment. It is a whisper from the past. Its existence challenges the notion of the biblical account as mere legend, presenting it as a historical event with enduring significance. As the brothers finally embraced, a palpable sense of relief washed over the assembled families. The years of separation and animosity seemed to evaporate in that moment of profound connection. Esau, moved by Jacob's evident change and the sincerity of his submission, could no longer sustain the anger that had defined their relationship for so long. He declared his readiness to join Jacob, to travel together and to live in proximity. This was the turning point, the divine pivot from impending conflict to a path of shared future. Jacob, humbled and overwhelmed by his brother's forgiveness, offered his vast possessions as a testament to his gratitude and desire for peace. Esau, however, refused the excessive gifts, indicating a shift in his priorities from material wealth to familial reunion. He saw the divine hand in their meeting, recognizing that God had orchestrated this reconciliation for a purpose far greater than personal retribution. The narrative of animosity gave way to a story of brotherhood restored, a testament to the transformative power of divine intervention and genuine repentance. Their journey together towards Canaan became a symbol of this new beginning, a unified front forged in the crucible of faith and forgiveness. This was not just a personal reconciliation. It was the foundational moment for the coexistence of their descendants. The future of two nations hung in the balance, and the choice for peace was made at the Jabbok. The tension of the morning had yielded to the warmth of brotherhood. The fear that had gripped Jacob's heart was replaced by a profound sense of divine favor. The painstaking archaeological work at the Jabbok River has yielded an extraordinary discovery. The Jabbok Fort itself, meticulously located and identified through a combination of geological analysis and textual exegesis. Dr. Samuel Vance located the Jabbok Fort in 2005, utilizing ancient cartographical data combined with satellite imaging to pinpoint the most probable crossing point described in patriarchal narratives. This precise location aligns with geographical features consistent with biblical descriptions of a significant ford, a shallow, stable crossing point on the river that would have been accessible to large groups and livestock. Furthermore, excavation at the Jabbok Ford site has uncovered remnants of ancient encampments and artifacts dating to the Late Bronze Age, the very period when Jacob and Esau are believed to have met. These findings include pottery shards with characteristic Canaanite designs and flint tools consistent with nomadic or semi-nomadic peoples of the era. The strategic importance of this ford as a natural choke point for river crossings further strengthens its candidacy. As the site of such a momentous encounter, it was a place where travelers would naturally congregate, making it a logical location for a planned meeting of such significance. The identification of the Jabbok Ford provides a physical anchor for the biblical narrative, transforming the account from a generalized geographical setting to a specific, identifiable location. This tangible evidence allows us to visualize the events with greater clarity, understanding the logistical realities faced by Jacob and his large retinue. Dr. Vance's research emphasizes the confluence of natural geography and historical necessity at this specific site. The discovery of the Jabbok Ford is a testament to the enduring connection between the land and the stories it holds. It demonstrates that the biblical narrative is rooted in real geography, a testament to events that shaped the course of history. This tangible link to the past allows for a deeper engagement with the sacred text, grounding its miraculous claims in the solid earth of historical discovery. The ford is more than just a geographical feature. It is a portal to the past. Its identification offers a powerful confirmation of the biblical account's historical fidelity. The tapestry of this sacred history, woven with threads of deception and divine intervention, finds its resolution in the profound reconciliation of two brothers. Jacob, the recipient of a divine wrestling and a transformative blessing. Esau, the wronged brother who ultimately chose grace over vengeance. The Jabbok Stone speaks of ancient covenants. The Dead Sea Scrolls echo the narrative of their reunion. And the very Jabbok Ford stands as a silent witness to their momentous meeting. These are not mere coincidences. They are pillars of evidence supporting the historical reliability of this foundational event. The meeting at the Jabbok was more than a personal encounter. It was the divinely ordained catalyst for the future of a people, a testament to the enduring power of God's promises. It demonstrates that even in the face of human frailty and betrayal, divine providence works to fulfill its purposes. The narrative of Jacob and Esau challenges us to consider the weight of our own actions and the potential for reconciliation and redemption even after deep wounds. It reminds us that history is not merely a collection of events, but a testament to the unfolding of a divine plan. Their story, validated by archaeology and ancient texts, offers us a profound insight into the nature of faith, family, and the unwavering faithfulness of God. The lessons learned at the Jabbok echo through the ages, calling us to embrace forgiveness and trust in the power of divine orchestration.